Hello, second grade. Oh my goodness, we've been diving into these two-step story problems all week, and we are not stopping now. We actually have some more to think about. You've done some where you've added for both of them. You've even done some where you've subtracted twice. Whew. Well, today we're throwing in another humdinger, so get ready. Let's go ahead and get our targets ready, and then we're going to see how they're a little different as we get started. I can solve two-step word problems using models and equations, and you have all week been drawing pictures to show what you're doing with your tools or your manipulatives. You've been writing equations to match the story. Not just any old equation, but the equation to match the story. And you're showing your thinking. We really love seeing that thinking because it's a great way for us to go back and make sure that we're on the right path, right? We make mistakes sometimes. And so showing our thinking helps us see where those mistakes are so we can go ahead and fix them. Mistakes start new learning, right? So as we tackle these problems today, let's think carefully about where is that unknown and what is my action? Am I getting more? Am I taking some away? What am I trying to find out? So remember, the first time, and always the first time when I'm reading our problem, I want you to make sure that you are listening carefully, not for how to solve the problem, but for what we know and what we're trying to find out. Let's go ahead and get started. Meg had 8 pears in her basket. Yummy pears. She picked 6 more pears. Then she gave 5 pears to her friends. How many pears does she have now? Seeing a few thumbs. Read that for you one more time. Meg had 8 pears in her basket. She picked 6 more pears. Then she gave 5 pears to her friends. How many pears does she have now? Take a minute and think. What do we already know? She has 8 pears in her basket. Absolutely. What else do we already know? She picks 6 more. Absolutely. And what else do we already know? I know I have to keep asking us. What else do we already know? Yes. She gives 5 pears away. What are we trying to find out? There's that question. How many pears does she have now? So knowing that she had 8 pears, she picked 6 more, and then she gives 5 away, and we're trying to find out how many pears she has now. What equation would you write to match this story? Go ahead and write that equation. Where are the pears she had at the beginning? Where are the more that she got? What symbol did you use? Where are the ones that she took away or that she gave away? What symbol do you use there? All right, coming together in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. What is our equation going to be? How about over here today? 8 plus 6, why plus 6? Because she picked 6 more, okay? And then what? Minus 5, why minus 5? She gives 5 to her friends, and what do we know? Well, we don't know how many that leaves her, right? Ooh, what do you notice about this problem? You're right, there's not 2 pluses or 2 minuses. They're mixed up. Oh, friends, we got to pay close attention to this. Go ahead and show me how you might solve this problem. Remember, those tools might be helpful. Don't forget to pull out those counters or those cubes to help you if you need help. What did you do first? And what are you going to do next? Okay. What was your first step? Interesting. And then what did you do? Right? How does your picture show this work? Where are the ones that she gave away? Oh, I see you took those away from your board. How are you showing that you're taking them away in your picture? If you're at home and you need to pause, please feel free to pause until you're ready to share your thinking. Coming together in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pencils down. All right, let's start us off over here. Okay. Can I just have a little show of hands who used those counters and those 10 frames to help them? All right. So remember, whenever we're using them, if we can also draw a picture to match that, that's super helpful. And I chose this friend to share because we talked a little bit about what they did in their picture to show what they did with their counters. So what did you do first, my love? 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then what did you do? Drew 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then what did you do next? You took away 5. So you took 5 off of there. Okay, how did you show that you took 5 off of there in your picture? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what do you notice? You have 9 left. How do you know that there's 9 left? That's 1 less than 10. Okay, so we took 1 away from that 10 frame, and you see you have 9 left. And so 9 is how many pairs she has left. Did anybody solve it a different way? Did anybody solve it a different way? Okay. Talk to me about that. Let me put this up. Let me take this. Okay. Oops. Oh, Miss Baker, I'm so silly. Woo-hoo-hoo. No, we do know 5. Oh, my goodness. 8. Let's try this again. My brain just went bloop. Okay, what did you do first? Ooh. Oh, you said 6 take away 5 is 1. And then you had 8 plus that 1 equals 9. How is that different, or how do you see that in this piece of work here? Take a minute and show where you see that 6 take away 5 equals 1 in this model. Thumb in front of your tummy if you see that. Where do you see that? There were 6 red or 6 colored in, and then they crossed off 5, and they had that 1 left over, didn't they? Yes, and so where is the 8 and the 1 in that picture, or in that model? There's the 8, and 1 more makes 9. Now that friend that's not what they did, right? So if they had an equation and were showing what they were doing, they did 8 plus 6, and how many did you have? 14. So it was a 10 and 4 ones, which made 14, and then they took away 5 by crossing them off and had 9 left over, so 9 was the answer. So they solved it in different ways, didn't they? But they both got the same answer, and we can see this work right here, right over here, can't we? Absolutely, friends. Fantastic thinking. Let's go ahead and solve this second one and see if we can use some of these strategies, or even our ones from from the other day, in this second problem. So elbows on your knees, fingers on your shoulders, please. And we're thinking about what we know and what we're trying to find out. There were 12 boys in the pool. Then 3 went home. Must have gotten cold. And then 6 more boys jumped in the pool. How many boys are in the pool now? There were 12 boys in the pool and 3 went home. Then 6 more boys jumped in the pool. How many boys are in the pool now? What do we already know? Okay, there were 12 boys in the pool. What else do we already know? 3 went home. And what else? 6 more came cannonballing in. You are correct. And what are we trying to find out? How many boys are in the pool now? That question we're going to answer. I'm so excited. So what is our equation going to be, my friends? Go ahead and write that equation in your notebooks. Where is that unknown going to be, and what symbols are we going to use? What did you write first? And what symbol? Ooh, where did you put your addition symbol? Why? Then where'd you put your minus? Why? Ooh, so where's our unknown? What is our unknown? What are you starting with in your equation? So where's that in your work? Okay, all right, let's go ahead and write that equation. Tell me what we got. 12, that's where we started, yes. Oh, this friend told me that they put the minus first too. And what did you put after that subtraction sign? 3. Why the 3? Because, I'm going to trace this with orange so we can see it better. Because 3 went home. Okay, and then what? 6 more. My goodness, today. 6 more came. What are we trying to find out? How many are in the pool now? 12 boys were in the pool. 3 went home. Then 6 more came jumping in. How many are in the pool now? Go ahead and start showing your thinking. Ooh. Where's the 12 boys in your picture? What are you doing first? And then what are you going to do? Okay. I wonder how that would look so you do that with your counters. How would that look in your picture? We were using a number line? How does that number line help you solve that? Where's your 3 you took away? And then where's your 6 that you added? And where did you land? Okay. What did you add? What did you do first in your problem? All right, coming together in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to show those 10 frames first. We had that addition first and then our subtraction. What do you notice about this one down here? We're subtracting and then we're adding. Oh, yeah, it's a little bit trickier, isn't it? Those 10 frames and counters help us when things are getting a little uncomfortable, don't they? Helps us to see that model and hold on to those counters. Where did you do first? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You know what I love? I'm not seeing you guys having to count those out, even though I am. I asked this friend over here, and they said, well, I know that 12 is 10 and 2 ones. So they weren't really having to count them out as they were going. They knew what 12 looked like on the 10 frames, but they needed more for the adding and subtracting. So they didn't have to slow down and think about this a whole lot. They knew that 10 and 2 more down at the bottom made that 12. So what did you do after you had that 12? Okay, you took away the 3. Crossed them off. Took them off of your board. Crossed them off on your picture. Then what did you do? Oh, you had to put them back on there, huh? So then you did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what did you notice? You had 10 and 5 more. That got you to 15. Interesting. Very good work. So you had your 12. You took away 3, and that left you with 9. Okay, and then you added 6 more, and that got you to 15. I have a friend who used a number line to do something very similar. right? That number line helps us sometimes, doesn't it? But this is a little tricky. Okay, so I'm gonna, where'd you put your 12? Kind of in the middle, right? Because you have to take away, but then you have to add. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what did you do first? Jump back 3. 1, 2, 3. And where did that land you? That was 11. Okay, 10. Okay, landed on 9. Then what did you do? What? Hold on, you took away 3. You added 3, which got you back to 12, right? And then you made 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And why did you know that you needed to make 3 more jumps? Because 3 plus 3 equals 6. So then you had 13, 14, and 15. When you added that 3 more, you still landed on 15, which was the same as that. How is this work and this work similar? And how is it different? Their picture's different, right? One is using a number line, one is using our counters. How is it similar? Yeah, you're right. So just like on our number line, took away 3 and then had to add those 3 again and then add 3 more. The same thing happened over here, didn't it? She had to take away those 3, but then she had to put them right back on her board, and then she needed to do 3 more. You're right. So we look at this equation, we're taking away 3, but we're adding 6 more. 3 and 3 makes that 6. So you're really having 12, and then you're adding 3, right? Taking away 3 and then adding 6. So you're really just adding 3 to that 12. Boop, right there. And 15 is our answer. Well, friends, I have to tell you, you have some more problems to do. And these problems, some you're going to be adding first, some you're going to be subtracting first, but there is a mixture. I do want you, if you're using your counters, please keep using them if it helps you. But look and see, what do you notice? When we were solving this one up here, we had our counters, but we also showed a way to do that with our equations. And down here, we had our counters, but then we have a way to do it on a number line, and some of the same things happen on our number line that happened when we had our counters on our 10 frames. So know that even if you're using those counters now, there are other ways to solve it. And know that if you're using a number line right now, there is another way to solve it. And if you're doing equations, there is more than one way to think about this work. So keep working, keep showing that thinking. Remember that our models and our equations working together help us solve these problems and prove our strategy and how we solved it. Happy solving!